and every click of an arrow moves it 1/4 inch. So if I hold that down, you can see that fixture's moving in the direction of the arrow. And that's helpful when you're trying to place a fixture and you're trying to be real precise in its location. It's a whole lot easier to do that than to move the mouse around. So now I'm going to add a lavatory to this bathroom, so I'll click the lavatory icon and I'll bring it over here to this corner, and I'm going to click the left mouse button again to place it. Okay. Now let me demonstrate a means of zooming in and out, because you may be zoomed out right now, and you're definitely going to have to zoom in and out while you're drawing. So there's actually 2 ways to do that. One, to zoom in, you can click this plus sign in the top toolbar, and then draw a frame that will incorporate the area that you want to zoom in on. To do that, hold the left mouse button down in the upper corner of the frame, and while you're holding it down, drag the mouse down to the opposite corner. And when you release that mouse button, that area will come into focus.
Yeah, I didn't know how to do that. At first, I would put the plus, and then I would just click on it, and then right away it just would blow up the whole picture.
Yeah, it would zoom in a lot closer than you probably wanted to.
Yeah, it would. I like that feature. So what you do is you just get the plus symbol, and then, like you said, just drag it over.
Now, the zoom out symbol does work that way.
Okay.
You just click it. You don't have to select anything. You just click it.
Could you demonstrate zoom in again, please?
Sure. Click on the plus and click in one corner of your desired frame, and then come down to the opposite corner, and then release the button once you've got the area framed out. Okay. Now there's another way to zoom in and out, and I don't know if you've been doing this or not, but your mouse has a right mouse button, and what you need to do there, just hold that right mouse button down and move it either away from you or closer to you. When you move it away from you, it will zoom out, and when you move it closer to you, it zooms in.
Can you demonstrate that one more time, please?
Sure. Now I'm working with the right mouse button. And to zoom in, I'm going to move the mouse closer to me while I'm holding that right mouse button down. When you press the right mouse button down, you'll see a double arrow going up and down. That tells me that I can either move the mouse closer to me or away from me. When I bring it closer, it brings the picture closer. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and move on to adding a tub to this bathroom. So I just, excuse me, sorry, I should have turned that off. So I just click the tub icon, and I'm going to bring the tub onto the plan. I'm going to set it in the desired location, and I'm going to click the left mouse button again, and there it is. Now, any of these fixtures can be changed by double-clicking a fixture. Just click it twice with the left mouse button, and it brings up this screen here. And in here, I can change it to any kind of fixture I want that's loaded in my system. So once I find the fixture that I want, I click OK. And as you can see, it changes the dimensions of that fixture. So again, I'm going to double click on it. I'm going to select the fixture that I want to put there. Click OK. And there it is. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and add another wall there, and we'll just make this the bathroom and this the closet. Okay. So that pretty much covers drawing the fixtures. Now we can actually move to the water lines or the DWV. It doesn't make any difference at all. You can go back and add or edit any of this stuff at any time. So let's just do the DWV at this point. I'm going to select the area where I want to bring the building drain into the house, and I'm going to start at the downstream end of the building drain. And let's say my sewer's out. Let's say it's out here at the street. I'll go ahead and put a little note here that indicates the location of the sewer. Okay. Now I'm going to start with my 3-inch building drain at the low point. I'm going to drag it up while I'm holding the left mouse button down. And I'm just going to stop it anywhere I want to up in here because I can change it later. I'm just going to bring it onto the plan. Now, I have to tell QuickPlumb how deep in the ground I want this sewer. And that's expressed in inches from the first floor level. In other words, this is the floor level here. And let's say in this case my sewer's got to be in the ground about 2 feet below the floor level. So I'll just type 24 inches, which is 2 feet. Click OK. And there is my building drain at the proper depth. So
once again, to repeat, what you did was you first went over the pipe size, and then you clicked on drain waste and bin over to the left.
That's right.
Did you go 4 inch or 3 inch? I'm sorry.
I used 3-inch in this house.
Okay. You guys can use 4 inch. And then where it says start, is that where you started with your mouse button and then dragged
That's
it
right.
up?
That's where I started with my mouse button. And I drug that, here I'll do it again, I drug that line up and just brought it into the house, and it doesn't matter how far. I'm going to delete that, and I'll start over again. Hold the left mouse button down and drag the pipe up and into the house, and we'll change the distance later. And now it wants to know how deep below the current floor level I want this pipe. And I'm going to use an arbitrary depth of 24 inches. And we'll click OK. And there it is, 24 inches below the current floor. Now, just to illustrate that, I'm going to change the view or the angle that we're looking at this plan. So in order to do that, we're going to click on, in the view toolbar, we're going to click on the side view right down here. Just click it one time. And what that did is it gave me a perspective from the left side of the house. I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to demonstrate that distance that we just typed in. So I'm going to use a line a dimension line, and I'm going to go from the floor level to the pipe, and that will display that distance there. And I'm going to click on it, which will highlight it. It'll turn that line red, and I'm just going to drag that line over to the starting point of the line of our building drain. And I'm going to turn it off. Now you see that that's 2 feet 0 inches. That represents that 24 inches that we just typed into the dialog box. And that was the distance from the floor level to the center of the building drain. It'll make more sense when you review it probably, but do you follow what I'm saying there, Mr. Mendiez?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay. And so you can clarify that if they have any questions at a later point then.
Yes, sir.
And also they can review this whole lesson online.
So once again, from what you're explaining, I'm sorry, I was helping another student out, but when working with the, see, what view are we working with?
What view? Oh, now we're in the side view.
Side view, okay. And so once again, in the side view, the student can draw in the side view. Isn't that correct?
That is correct. I hadn't gotten to that point yet. I was more or less wanting to illustrate what that 24 inches represented when that dialog box came up.
Yes, right. No, I see what you're saying. I'm sorry, I wasn't following along there.
Oh, that's okay. No problem. Yeah, I'll just delete that and run it again. We'll draw the building drain, and that 24 inches that we typed in here, that is the distance from the current floor level, which is 0 now, to the center of the building drain. And I click OK. And I was just illustrating what that distance represented. In other words, it's the distance from here, the floor level, down to the center of the building drain.
So what he's saying here, guys, at this point is he's just demonstrating once again what that distance looks like for the pipe in the ground, underneath the foundation, or underneath the floor itself in relation to the finished floor. You do have the option to draw here, but I wouldn't do that at this point. Unless you call it time out, but don't do that at this point. Okay.
Yeah, we'll get to that, the drawing, in just a minute. Okay, now we have our building drain in place, and I'll just go ahead and add some more fixtures real quickly. I'll put a kitchen sink over here. Obviously, we're missing some walls, but that's okay. In the